You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings.
Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, 7 p.m. We are around the world. Thank you for being part of the Plan to Prosper show. I am so excited to have you here. We are so thankful for all the entrepreneurs, the business owners, the 9-to-5s, our hobbyists, startup, faith-based, for being with us every Tuesday in 200 countries. We are especially thankful for Mark Lee, our producer of the show, and engineer. So many times he steps in and makes sure that everything runs great. But today we have a very special guest. You know, this is 2023, first quarter. This is the last month. And it's also Women's Month. Isn't that a great thing, for quarter one, for it to be Women's Month and the last month of the quarter? And we're doing some fantastic things, women across the world. And so tonight we're going to have Sharon Lee. She has just launched a fantastic show, TV show, that she's going to be doing great things. When I think about the things that she is doing to help small businesses and middle-sized businesses and large companies, and thinking about things she's going to do with trade shows and nonprofits and corporations, and how it's going to change their view on the technology world, especially the media world. We have over 8 billion people in the world. Think about it. That's a lot of people. And you think about where you live at, and you say, am I reaching everyone as a business owner or entrepreneur or nonprofit? And you think about this 6.6 billion people with smartphones. And you do the math and you subtract that from 8 billion people, that does not leave a lot of room for people that don't have phones. Yeah. If you think about the power of that telephone that is in your hand every day. So many of us wake up, and before we do anything, we reach for our phone. We must be connected, we tell ourselves. We must know what happened while we were asleep. We must stroll through so many different apps before we even get out of our bed. And once we get out, we move this phone with us from the bedroom to the bathroom, to the dressing room, to the kitchen, to get our children ready, to say goodbye to our spouse. When we're watching TV, just think about how much you use that one device from the time you open up your eyes before you leave for work. And then let's take it one step further. How much and how dependable you are on it. That if you leave it at home, you'll turn all the way around and go back and get it. How you cannot live without it. So you think. how technology has changed us. And so we want to bring someone on that's going to talk about just the changing world of technology, especially since we are in 200 countries. Just think about it as an entrepreneur business owner. What you could do and how you could grow your company if you have direct access to people in other states and other countries that is waiting on what you have to purchase, to use, and to come back and buy again. Just think about if you had your product on Amazon and you have a strong marketing tool, how many sales would you get? Just think about if you're teaching a class and you're on one of those platforms that at 2 o'clock in the morning, someone somewhere in the world is downloading your educational tool and learning, and you are making money. Just to think about that should make you go, I need to come up with a strategy for that. I need to rethink 2023. And you have time for that because we still have about 3 weeks in this month in Q1 to write the plan, make it plain. So in Q2, 3, and 4, we can reach the wealth that we desire. So let me introduce you to Sharon Lee. Sharon, will you please join us on the stage, please?
Hello, Miss Sharon.
Hello, Sharon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
And she has my name. Can you believe that? So, Sharon, I would like for you to introduce not only yourself, but your company and all the great things that technology can do around the world for people.
Thank you. For this opportunity. And thank you, Mark, the awesome engineer in the background. My name is Sharon Lee. Many people know me from my business, 259 Mobile Media. I started really my fascination with technology when I was in the military. And it started from building the towers to building websites. My friends who know me, they call me Mrs. Gadget because I always had to have top of the line gadgetry. As today, I kind of toned it down a little bit, but I just love technology. I've been in the military. I was in direct sales and I was in MLM. So I've been in business. I've seen how things operate. And I always wanted to help and show people how they can prosper with their business using technology.
Okay.
When I started my first tech business back in 2014, I was really ahead of my time because the technology that, I was looking at, a lot of people were kind of afraid of it. But now I was praying to the Lord, what is it? I've got so much that I do. I don't want to have 5 and 6 companies. So prayer and investing in other aspects into my business, I have rebranded and restructured my business to now 259 Omni Media Firm, and have 4 divisions. Okay. One division is online presence management. The other division is mobile app development. I have video marketing is what I really flourishing. That is what really got me started back in the day. So I couldn't leave that out. And the last one I invested in fourth quarter last year, and that's what Connected TV. So
okay.
I put all that under one umbrella, and it was able to structure it into 4 different divisions.
Okay.
So people can understand me, and then I have my teams on each division.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. So let's talk about all of these 4 great programs and as you call it, division. I like that. A powerful thing. Because they are because you have teams of people that you manage. And the great thing is we so often think we need to do everything. And I'm glad you say division and team, because you're saying I cannot do everything. So I have to help. I'm the face of the company. I grow the company, I develop the company. It's just like the person at Chick-fil-A. The person on Chick-fil-A, you don't see him in there flipping Chick-fil-A. Yeah, the people flipping Chick-fil-A. So you were saying, I got all these divisions. Somebody got to be over them and manage all these people. And so I love that. I'm saying, please, entrepreneurs, please, business owners, stop trying to do everything. Try to be an accountant, the lawyer, the bookkeeper, the marketer, the admin person, the janitor. What else they are, Sharon? They have so many roles. Oh, the tech person.
That was a hard one for me to let go.
Yeah. You were like, okay, there's only 24 hours in a day. Now, what do you want to use your 24 hours in a day? And trust me, 5 to 8 of them you got to sleep. Now, that means you ain't got that many more left now. And so you want to do all of that. So who's building the company? Where Sharon says, get division, team. So take us through each division, what it is, and how it related to how it can serve business owners, entrepreneurs, and nonprofits.
Okay, thank you. Well, the first and foremost, everything that I do is for the help with your brand recognition, with your customer engagement, and of course, bringing in revenue and profits to increase. So that's what the whole that's what the whole business is surrounded with. The first one is online presence management, and that one is for small to medium. All businesses will need this. And there's a method to my madness. I call it the digital domination package. If we get it, this is my digital domination package. So we first start off with an online analysis or audit, where we'll go look at everything on your website, everything that you have online. Everything that you have online. And we look at that, see where you have some holes where we can strengthen that. We look at the second part, because once you get that website together, because if nobody finds you because you have holes here or something, broken links or videos not playing properly, we look at the SEO and everything with that. Then we go to web accessibility, which is very critical these days. Web accessibility is basically making your website accessible to people with disabilities, where the target market, when building websites, when I used to do back in the day, because I was self-taught, nobody was really focusing on people with disabilities, be it temporary or permanent. You may not be able to type well. You may not be able to see well. You may be blind. And these people with the disabilities, they have assistive devices that can read the code in the website. It won't change the structure of the website, but it will make it where they can change the font, make it bigger. If it's too bright, they can lower the contrast down. And then also if they need something read to them, all that coding goes in. We do a little widget that sits on the corner of your website, and that makes sure that they can go in there and manipulate it with their assistive devices to meet their needs, so they can get access to your website. And
Okay.
you know, other than it being law since almost rolling up on a year, the 18th of March of last year when it went into law, you want to be accessible to everyone, because that's a whole demographic that you're missing out on.
That's right.
So there is twofold. And then
Wow.
I have my mobile marketing channels, my mobile apps.
Uh-huh.
And we target with that mainly nonprofits, trade shows, and conferences.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
that with that, now, we can work with everybody else, but that's our main goal with the mobile marketing channel, i.e., mobile app.
Okay.
And then the last one in that division, we have um, what we call You Everywhere. So it's
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me give myself comfort. You everywhere. I like that.
yes, because you want to be everywhere. Because
Oh,
what we do is we position you locally,
mm-hmm.
but we want to make sure you can be found globally. So that's what all this online presence management is about. And with the you, think about when you do your social media posting and you use Hootsuite, you have
Mm-hmm.
all your accounts under Hootsuite.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what we do. So you don't have to worry about updating all the other social media like Yelp or your Google My, what is it called? Google My Business,
Oh, okay.
all of those. And then we also incorporate into that voice search. I don't want to say
Oh, I
Siri,
love that.
the other one that start with A, because she in here, she'll start talking. Um, and that one is like you can say, hey Google or whatnot, you know, whichever one, and we can program what's the hours for Sharon Campbell? Where is she located?
Uh-huh.
And it's something that we use already, but now we're focusing it on businesses.
Oh,
So that
okay.
all that is in the
Okay.
online presence management. Um, then we have the mobile app, mobile
Mm-hmm.
marketing channel, and
Mm-hmm.
I've already talked. You really did a good job on that one. So with that one, we learn, especially with the nonprofits, we show you how to. Nonprofits have a hard time getting revenue in, and especially coming out of the pandemic. We're starting to get. I'm not going to say back to normal because normal is gone, but we're getting back to more. What's the word I want to
In
say?
person.
It more
In person. Uh-huh.
yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so now we can use we're doing that, and also hybrid with the mobile marketing channel.
I'm glad you said hybrid. Maybe that is it, because I think we went from a, before COVID, a society that we had to be with each other all the time. Then we went to lockdown. We wasn't with one another. Now we hybrid. We like, okay, we could be with you, but we also want to have a balance of both of them. So maybe this is the new, um, what is it? The 20th century, the hybrid of 20th century, mean that we function both in two worlds. But at one time, we didn't even know we could function both in two worlds.
That wasn't the main focus, but now
Yeah.
because of the pandemic, we're evolving really faster than what
Mhm.
was scheduled. Because I'm in the tech business, I know, yeah, it's going to be a while. That's why I was a little ahead of, because I did mobile apps back in 2014. So that
Okay.
I was a little ahead of the timing, but now is the timing. And so that's why I have a whole division um, devoted to just mobile marketing channels, because
Oh,
I
okay.
show people how they can use the mobile marketing channel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Then we have the interactive video. So what I do and I'm not the average bear. So in a nutshell, we do interactive videos, meaning that I have a mall. I have we build stores so people can sell their products, almost like what we're doing here. It's 360, so it goes around. It's a 360. It goes around. You can stop it. You can get on the hot spot. The real estate industry uses that, but we take it another step where you can actually purchase online through the video, and you can also come on and do what we're doing and talk people through the video. So you can give a guided tour. Then, another aspect of the interactive video is we can take any video and we could take a video and turn it into a marketing channel as well. So if you have a video that you want to have people click on it, and you send them some information, or they register, or they sign up, or they purchase, we can do that with any video. And that's what I'm really excited about that. And the last thing is that I can take a still video, just a photo, and we can put movement into it and turn it into, so for instance, I can have a still photo of and I can have my hair blowing. I can have, if it was like this shirt, I can have the shirt blowing. Or if it's a waterfall, I can have the water running. So there's very strategic things we can use for marketing with that type. And I call it photo to motion video.
Oh, wow.
That is the video marketing department. And the last one is my new baby, which is connected TV, and where you can create your own show. I have my own channel, my own network. And right now we're working on a veterans channel and a woman's channel, a woman-owned business-owned channel, and a gardening channel.
Oh, so, wow.
You can either have your own show on there, or you can advertise on those as well. So we do all that marketing, the setting up the channels, even doing the advertising. That one is in pre-launch, but what is available right now is Hulu. We have the capabilities for people to actually advertise their business on Hulu. And with that, you're reaching a whole new dynamic that you haven't reached before. Because people love watching their connected TV.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what, Sharon, with all that information, I think I tell people are visual. Mark, is it possible that we can show during our commercial some of this great work that Sharon is doing? We could just really.
I couldn't find that video, but I do have one on my search box optimization. I don't know why I forgot to mention that, because that's the star in the search in the online management. And real quickly, that is where when you type in Sharon Campbell Solution Group on the website, what we can do is we have an exclusive partnership with a company where you can get that keyword, Sharon Campbell business coach, and you can whatever Riley, that's where you are, right? So when they do business coach Riley, you buy that keyword, it's exclusive to you. So no one else can type in that keyword. Your business will pop up. Not only knock it off, yours will be the only one.
Oh, wow.
SEO, well, they try to say we'll rank you at the top. We don't do rankings. We do search box takeovers. So everything on that whole, when they start typing it in, as long as you have that keyword, you're the only company that's going to show up on the whole page.
Well, we're going to let Mark show us how Sharon Lee optimized our whole world. Okay, Mark, let's see. Oh my goodness, that was just breathtaking to see all of that movement. Um, I won't air all of that on my website. I loved it all. It was so the music, the just to see technology at its finest. I want to do all of that on my website. I want all of that. So just remember that. I want a video for all of that. Okay. So if you had to talk to the audience today and you wanted them to start something with all your services, what would be the starting point for a PM or a company that say, you know what, we want to grow because we just stuck. We just stuck. We have tried so much. We done threw everything at it. And we still is stuck. We don't know whether we're supposed to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, yeah, what's that? Instagram. We don't know where we're supposed to be at. We're everywhere, but we don't see no money coming in. What would be your advice to us?
My advice is always how I operate is start with that website analysis. And then after that, the online accessibility, because there's no, for me, this is just how I do business is there's no reason for me to help you with a mobile app or a marketing channel or even get connected TV. Let's look at that website.
Okay.
That website is your bread and butter.
Okay.
And then within that, with your social media accounts, we got to look at what is doing good, what is not doing good. We need to get a snapshot of your website, your social media, your backlinks and everything. So that to me will be your starting point. So you know what your strengths and your weaknesses, where you need to go. Once we get that done, and we don't do the changes, we just run the analysis and they give it to the person who's doing their website. So we work with that person who's built, because we're not taking business away from them. We're just adding to, enhancing, showing you where you need to go. Then we can move on to the next thing through another consultation to see what will be the best fit for you moving forward. But I always start with that website analysis.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Sharon, because you are right about that. Because if there is links or things that's on there that's not connected, if your website and your Facebook and LinkedIn, if all of that don't look alike, work alike, saying the same things, like people start wondering, well, what are you doing? What business are you in? And then they'll move on because they're like, well, I don't know what she really is doing. So we're going to move on to something else. So I love the fact that you said, first, let's take one piece and let's clean it up, because you can't clean up everything at the same time. So let's fix it. And then let's look at all, then next it'll be look at all these social media and say, are you on the right platform? Or is it you on Facebook because you just want to know what people are doing? And so you just want to stroll. So you like put it up there. But in reality, your client's not there.
And that's very important to know where your audience is. Yes, it's nice to have all of them. I'm not saying don't have all of them, but we need to, if we're going to help you become the authority in your industry and down to your niche, we need to target market where your clients and customers are. Right. Let's get that done first. Then we can blossom out.
I love what you just said. Then blossom out, because that makes so much. It's like let's get this website so people are going and they can find the information that they're looking for they can like read your blogs, subscribe to something that they want you. And the other thing is, don't be an overkill with people. Have you ever been where every time you turn around, someone is sending you 3 and 4 emails? You be like, you know what? Your stuff was great, but now you're overkill with it. It was good, and I would have stayed with you, but now I'm getting 4 or 5 emails a day from you, and now I'm going to unsubscribe. But if you would have just like maybe once a week send me something, then I'm like, okay, this whole notion, you must touch them 7, 10 times. No, you touch me that much, I got to unsubscribe to you because you don't touch me too many times. But you think about it, Sharon, you don't have time to work your business because they are like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. And there's a strategy to that touching, 7 to 10 times. There's a strategy to that. But to get, like you say, continually bombarded with emails and you just selling, throw some information in there. Throw some teaching in there. Mm-hmm. Don't just open. I'll say it the polite way. Don't turn the fire hose on, because when the firemen turn on turn the water on, it comes out with such force and velocity, it'll knock you back. And you don't want to do that in your marketing, especially in your email.
Yeah. I think sometimes when people are sending me email, then turn around, I get a text. I'm just like, okay, did you not know I saw this through the email? Now I'm not interested. Where before I probably would have. So there was a reason for me to opt in the beginning. You just said I had to take on that and let you opt in. But then after I started, and I'm like, okay, and you're like, oh, I got you now. So let me say sell. And now the reason I wanted to opt in with you and to follow you is I really like what you had. Now you get to the point that you have turned me off, that whatever it was, I forgot what it was now, because I'm like, how did I hit that unsubscribe button at the play?
I'm gonna give a little nugget. So if anybody's listening, write this down.
Okay.
So you can do text message marketing, because I used to do that, and now it's getting real popular. Mm-hmm. We're in your email. Let that be your newsletter. Let that be, let that be your newsletter. Your texting, that should be if you're doing a special, if you're having a special coming out and you want to give a notification, that text is going to go to the phone. But you don't want to keep sending text, because like you said, sending emails. They're the strategy for using each one together.
Yeah.
So that text message marketing, you use that for specials, reminding people to register, those type of things. Just real, I would say, the important things that you need to get it out. And then also, within all that, you segment your emails and you segment your text messages, so you're not sending everybody everything. Because I may want to be, just interested in one thing that you do. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, so now I'll get the whole general one. And then whenever you have something that I want to be notified, then you just send that to me. You don't have to send everything to everybody. And they can sign up and say, yes, I'm interested in this. Just check if you have more than 2 things. Check what you're interested in. So you're not sending all those emails and text messages out.
Now, what I found out, that people respond quicker to me when I send them just a general text than when I send them an email. They're like, I didn't see this. And I'm like, because you're getting so much of it.
Yeah.
And so when you're working, you got to filter your work from everybody sending y'all an email. So for me, and this is my secret. So everybody, don't tell nobody. This is my secret. Our secret. I have an email for all of the stuff that subscribe and information I want to get.
Yeah.
And I have a business email. The 2 can't be together, because
because you have the risk of missing a very important business email from all the, I call it a junk email. So all that goes to my junk email.
Yes. So everybody, don't tell the secret. You need 2. Okay. You need 2, because that's your fun time that you need to read stuff. You know, when I was telling you, got up and you stroll on Facebook. No, go in there and look at that stuff and clean that out. You know, when someone got 36,000 emails, when was the last time you dumped them? That junk. That's what Facebook filter at. So I just said, that's a secret. Don't tell nobody. That separate that stuff. If you want to know why you are not making money, you got that stuff blended together, and you be like, who you email me when, and you done missed a client or a deadline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just to touch on what you said, text messages are open 90% quicker than an email. But with that, still use the proper strategy with that. You know, you can even use it and say, check your email. I sent something in your email, because you do have limited text, with that. So, I mean, you can even say, the very important email that was sent out, make sure you check it. I mean, it's a lot of different ways you can use those two together.
And I'm glad we're having this conversation, because so many people don't know that you can like you can have a newsletter come out, and I like that, because you put all that in there. That way you ain't got to text me the rest of the week. Let's give it to them one time, and don't make it. Now your newsletter cannot be sell. No, it has to be information. It has to be something that's going to help your client grow their company also. I have seen newsletters that come to me, and it is about fundraiser. I'm just like, can we do something else here? Can we get a word of the day? Can we get a saying? Can we get an affirmation? Can we get something? Then bye. And I'm like, no. As of yet, you didn't say, hello, how are you, Sharon? This is the affirmation for the day. At least set the tone that you're trying to make me feel good. And I think so many businesses don't realize that. They say, this is a drip campaign. I'm like, no, it's not. It's an aggravation campaign. Don't be dripping me. Just tell me what you want.
One thing that a lot of businesses don't realize, and they think this is hurting them or they're not going to get business, is what you and I do. We partner.
Yeah.
We partner. When you partner with someone, now I have Sharon's introducing me to her network. I'm introducing her to my network. But in that newsletter, have like what you're doing. You're doing a woman,
Women's Month.
Women's Month. Now, I'm just going to say, have another businesswoman there that you want to highlight. You know, put other information in there that's other than your business. I mean, that's just like the fire hose, like you say, sell.
Oh,
I tell you some affirmations in there. Put something else in there, and then it doesn't need to be an ebook either.
I know you didn't say that. You see, I had to go like, as they say, drop the pen. Mike.
Yeah.
Because you are so true. I'm just like, now do you really think I'm reading all this? Now, wait a minute. Now, if you said if you're having an event and you're going to give me a flip book, if I could look at people bios, I think that's interesting, because I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Especially if you put retired lieutenant colonel and it's a woman. I said, let me see what she did in the military. So that piques my interest. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to take time to look at that. Okay. So if you put something powerful on your information sheet, because we don't use the word flyers, we do information sheet. Because it's just a bunch of information. So if you do that, I'm like, well, let me click this, because I'm curious. But whenever you give me, like you said, something, I'm like, not too much information. Let me go look for or pique my interest if I can click again. And now I'm flipping. Once you put that one that say Lieutenant Colonel retired military woman, and you got her the first picture, I'm gonna click the rest of them. So let me see the rest of them done. I'm not over there at Facebook strolling, ain't making no money. But I'm over here educating myself because now I can say, wow, I can have one of them on my show to speak. Wow. Mm-hmm. I may want to, like you said, partner with one of them. I didn't know she did all of that. I didn't know she owned a nonprofit. Well, let me see what they do. But besides over there, Facebook, looking at people pictures, see they went to the picnic, went to bake. You're like, is that making you any money? Please, that ain't making no money. Getting up early in the morning to go to Facebook.
That's not a money maker. That is not a money maker.
If it's not making you any money, get you a book and read it. So you can make you some money. Sign up for a quick course so you can. Now, what is that? HubSpot. Tell people go to HubSpot. Take your class in LinkedIn and how to improve your LinkedIn.
A lot of those HubSpot and LinkedIn free training you don't have to pay, but it's quality and it will help you grow and get knowledge in the area that you want to get information on. And I always say, whenever you stop being a life learner, then you just dumb down yourself. We never will have this cranium full of all the information. Be a life learner. Don't try and learn everything at one time, but pick something that interests you. Then next time pick something that that will help you knowledge-wise in your life and in your business.
Well, I tell you,
stir it up. Go back and forth, life and business.
Right. And, with Hootsuite, I just had to tell you, Hootsuite used to be free. Then it went to $70, and then they went to $99. Everybody in America, March 1 is $149. And so every time now I'm like, $149? What am I getting? But as I start looking at it, I'm like, oh, they're telling me now the best times people are watching me on social media. So I'm like, okay, you got that one, because I've been on here with you long enough, so that's a plus, because that tells me my important stuff. I need to make sure I put it on that time, because other than that, you second guessing it. So now they're able to say at this time people are looking at you. So your important stuff you put them there. Your other stuff you just want to get engaged and get the analytics up, where you can say to get up to 80%. So I'm thinking I stay between 77 and 80%, but I post all the time. Now the great thing about Hootsuite, you can go in there and pre-post that and be done with it. It takes a lot off your plate, but you people see you, the people are visual, and so you got to say, okay, now what do I need to do? You have to have some money in the budget to pay for this stuff. Some things are just not. Now they do have some out there that's free, but you have to say, okay, what are they going to? And I'm not saying run out there and pay $149. No, I'm saying if it's not on your budget, you need to try to go somewhere else and find out when is the best time. Or you need to start thinking about what Sharon's saying. Let's clean up your presence so you can afford that. So you'll be able to do that. Because when you were saying that, I was thinking about that. It makes a big difference. And the other thought I want to say is, what do you think about people that say, I can help you make 6 figures? I want to make 7 figures.
I know that is possible, but the truth of the matter is, yes, we can make it, but the way they present it is like, oh, in 6 months and a year, I can get you to 6 figures. No, darling, That's like everybody who want to get on these social media accounts and go viral. You're just not going to. We just got to be, you may be that one. That's like winning the lottery, So let's bring it down. That can be a goal, but you got to take baby steps to get there. It's not going to be overnight. I've been in different businesses because I was in the military, and I couldn't take what I was doing, direct sales and MLMs, and then I've had my own companies. But I've got about 24 years of business experience that I've had my hands to the plow. And I believe that's why I was able to see everything that I've been doing over the years, bunch it up in a structured way. Because I didn't just, this is stuff that I've been doing over the years.
Right.
So, do I want to make 6 and 7 figures? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. But guess what? Just because I just relaunched with everything that I'm doing, don't mean next month I'm going to be sitting back drinking my latte and, what's the other thing they say? You can take your business on the beach and have your business on a computer. Yeah, that's true. But let's be realistic and know that a baby got to crawl before it walks, and then it walks before it runs.
Well, tell the audience how to get in touch with you.
You can find me. I still have my other one up but I want to drive everybody to info at 259, the letter 2, the letter 5, the letter 9, omnimediafirm.com.
Okay. Say it one more time.
Info at 259 omnimediafirm.com.
And what is your website?
The same. www.259 omnimediafirm.com.
Oh, okay. Now you hear that, audience. We're in 200 countries. There's no reason why your website don't get a checkup to see. Do you need a vitamin B, C, D, E, F, G? But you need some. So we need to get a wellness checkup on your website. So make sure you reach out to Sharon Lee at 259 Omni Media Firm, as she said. And I think that you need that checkup, because I need to get a checkup on my website. I want to make sure it has all the vitamins it needs, and so it can produce the quality work. Mark, we want to thank you so very much for all that you do for Plan to Prosper Show, and to make sure that our guests receive everything that they need during this time. Thank you for showing their video. We deeply appreciate it. And we're looking forward to bringing Sharon back and talk more about what it is you could do in your company. As soon as you hang up, as soon as you click off of this show, you can take action and find her and schedule your appointment. Thank you so very much, Sharon, for joining us. And we will have you come back so we can learn more about how to grow our company on media, technology, Omni, firm. I love that. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Take care, everyone.